So you're looking at somebody who was cultivated, bred, and brought up in that system. And believe me, when I talk to college football staffs, I get a lot of, that's okay. That's okay, because 20 years from now, this is going to be the norm. This is going to be the norm. And if I can quit doing what I was doing and come to this side, all of us can. And I'm telling you, this is where it's at, and I'm going to tell you how the research supports it. Build kids, people. Build them. Build them. There's no bad kids. There's no bad kids. There's a gem in every kid. There is a gem in every kid. And I challenge you and your assistants to find that gem in every kid. Why does a diamond cost more than a ruby? Why? Huh? Okay, that wasn't the answer I wanted, but you're right. Why does a diamond cost more than a sapphire? Why?
You get to extract it.
Huh?
Money to extract it.
It's harder to get it. It's harder to get it. It's harder to find it. To dig it up, bring it, polish it, cultivate it. So is that why we're not going to find the gem in every kid? Because it's harder? Anybody, huh? It's more, people, anybody can coach the top 80% kids. They can. Can you coach that other 20% where that gem is buried there? Can you? Can you get something out of it? Not necessarily they become a starter, they become everything to your team, but they're functional in your system. They support the starters. They study. They help, they help you in some way. And you make everyone on your team valuable in that sense. That's that team efficacy that you've got to model. People, you were a player. Do you remember that emotional side of sport? Do you remember being excluded? I do. Psychology is so powerful. I remember the first year I played Little League football. I was 13 years old. I think that's still Little League, isn't it? Yeah. I was 13 years old. And man, I was like, I played football in my neighborhood and stuff, but I got the pads on and everything. And first year, you just don't pick up that hitting piece. I didn't, at least. I mean, to propel your body at another human being full speed is a really unnatural act, right? I mean, it really is. Yeah, go ahead. You have to learn that piece. And so I remember that first year of football. I remember they'd cut the grass like once a week, and I'd smell that smell of cut grass. You know that smell? And to this day, if I smell cut grass, I feel insecure. I don't remember football. I feel insecure. Because I remember that feeling I had as a little leaguer trying to figure out this game. And so my point is how can we reflect back to past experiences and make ourselves vulnerable to our athletes by explaining things that happened to us? I felt that way too. I struggled as a setter too. I struggled as an outside hitter too. She played pro outdoor volleyball, pro indoor volleyball. Did you ever struggle?
A lot.
She told me of stories that she got pulled out of games at Alabama, and she was flat out pissed off. A freshman came in. She was a junior. Freshman came. People, that happens in sport. But if you as a coach can explain that in a positive way, instead of just like disconnecting, put them at the end of the bench. Oh, that'll teach them. I won't play them. I won't play them. Okay. How about looking them in the eye and saying, you know what, son? You know what? You're not performing to the levels we expect right now. But there's ways to get back there, and here they are. And you methodically explain what they are. Communicate in a positive, explanatory method. Coach, what about the players that don't reach those goals, that aren't doing those things? Is there a methodology to get them coached up or brought along? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Is there a methodology where we get those outliers buying in too?
When we started those programs and those ideas, we were at a point where our program had traditionally focused so much on negatives. The kids were doing the wrong things constantly. And we overlooked the ones that were doing the right things.
Right.
And that was a problem we had. It was a common complaint we had. It was something we saw the staff, the parents saw it, the players saw it. It was a need we had to address.
Got it.
So we started doing that to reward those. And as it's gone, you've seen kids, our attendance has gone up in Wiggery. We definitely have more buy-in into what we're doing in the off-season because of those things. Is it 100%? No. But all of a sudden, it becomes pretty obvious when you're looking at the list. And, you know, our right guard sitting down there at 68 in points. Everybody knows he's not taking care of business, do the right thing. And it starts to turn into the team.
Okay.
Where are you? Why aren't you here?
Good. Good.
You've been doing it. So
Good.
that's kind of the background.
Yep.
We use baseball. If you have 5 kids and all want to start.
Intrinsically, it's like you're only as strong as your weakest link. And oftentimes we get into that whole thing of, well, the game ball goes to this person. Hey, this person scored this and did this. And we put those kids on a pedestal and sometimes we treat them differently. We're only as good as some of those, as again, that weakest link is when you start praising, you start building up some of those kids that are weaker and not putting them on the pedestal, but bringing them up, letting them know of the accolades that they've done as well. It strengthens the team. We'll build to other things as well. At our banquet, at our private market, the weakest team I put out there, I did not think that they would get points. It would be a gift if they got points. They go out and get, they take second place. And they were a focal point of the of the banquet. And they were a focal point of our meeting right after that when we won it. And immeasurable of knowing, reading those kids' eyes because of the accolades they were getting from the coaching staff. That maybe that's their claim to fame for the rest of their high school career,
right.
Or it may be a stepping stone for something they do.
Coach, you're so much on the money. Let me tell you why. In any organization, your team, IBM, whatever, 80% of the leadership comes from the rank and file. It does. We think of leadership as the CEO, CFO, head coach, but on a daily, hour by hour, minute by minute basis, it's those people that are carrying us, our backups. They deploy leadership skills off the field, on the field, those type of things.
Just like a legend right here. What we do as teachers each and every day.
Exactly. I mean, you guys are legend. Not these buildings, not the walls, not the carpet. You guys are legend. This is how you lead to this, okay? So basically, if I'm taught to read this guy's head, he blocks down, I'm supposed to squeeze here, okay? Let's just assume that's my task, okay? Because to keep gap responsibility, where's he going when he's blocking down? He's going to a linebacker. He's going to somebody. He did not even care about me. He's going now, okay? So go back. So he steps down. I squeeze here, okay? I keep my hips and shoulders square. I squeeze. I keep him off my linebacker right away, okay? Now, you block down. Now you pull, okay? And this is what we call a quick trap, okay? So now go back. So my task is to read his head, and if he blocks down, I squeeze. Keep him off my linebacker, okay? Now, if I don't do that, go back. So let's say he blocks down, and I don't take care of my task, and I'm like, I'm free, and I start running upfield. Hold on a sec. Wait right there.
I was all excited. You're doing exactly what I want.
So he's gone. I'm all thinking I'm going to the quarterback. I start running up the field. You're more in a relationship right here. And I'm here, and it's called ear holing, and I think I'm free, and he comes and boom, and that running back runs right off his butt, and he's off to the races. Now, if I take care of my task, which is to squeeze, hold on a sec, okay, and I have B gap responsibility, block down, I squeeze here, come trapper, I come here, now keep going. Now I wrong arm this, boom, here, okay, the ball cannot trap now, the ball cannot trap, and the runner has to what? Bounce, okay? So my task has been taken care of. Am I gonna make the tackle? No. Who's gonna make the tackle? That linebacker, that strong safety, all this pursuit is gonna make the tackle. but I've taken care of my task. And that builds cohesion. If I don't do this, walk through it one more time. If I come up here and I don't take care of this, boom, and that guy's off for an 80-yard run, that's not going to build any type of cohesion. But if I take care and I sacrifice, squeeze, here, I wrong arm, boom. Sorry, did I hit you last time?
Yeah.
Sorry. He grabs me. And now that ball bounces, okay? And that play is now, a no gain, 2-yard loss, whatever it is. We have built team cohesion through task adherence. Does that make sense? And that's just taking care of it. That's just one example in football.